Alright, what is up YouTube? Back into another video. As I mentioned in one of the previous videos, I was going to do a full day of eating on Monday, on today's Monday. It's a little bit later than usual, if I'm being honest. I woke up a little bit later and stuff, so not that. So in the morning, at least when I'm cutting, last time I cut, I did this, I'm going to do this again. I would start off with 2 scoops of glutamine. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Right now that I wasn't eating too well, I would only take 1 scoop. But for the most part, right now I'm gonna be taking 2 scoops. I have a cup of water right here. Yeah, so 2 scoops of this. And this I try to take about 30 to 45 minutes before my first meal. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm cooking my food right now. It's in the stove right now, so this is basically about 30 minutes before it's done. Normally this would be, I would take this, go do cardio, come back from doing cardio, and then eat, or go do cardio, come back, take this, shower, and then eat after, depending just on what I have to do. And then I have this rice greens powder right here. So something you'll see in my diet is I don't eat vegetables like at all, to be honest, like at all. Once I get deeper into my cut, that's kind of when I start eating vegetables, that they keep me full. But for right now, I do not eat vegetables. So I take 2 scoops of this one. Yeah, man, that's it. That's all. I also take fiber, but I forgot it back home, and I'm not gonna go buy a bottle of fiber when I already have that at home. And then the glutamine I take is from rice as well. I also like the Sebum, his company, Revive, the company's part of Revive, they make good health supplements too. But I just bought the rice one just because they were on sale. And then I take Yohanbite. This is a fat burner. Let me tell you guys, fat burners aren't gonna work if you're not doing everything else correctly. If you're not in a calorie deficit, you're not doing your cardio, you're not doing this, that. Fat burners don't work. You can't just take fat burners and expect to lose weight, because that's not how it works. It's like protein powder. If you take protein powder, you're not going to build muscle just because you're taking protein powder. You have to go to the gym, you have to work out. Same thing with this. You have to be doing everything else in order for it to work. And I've been, and something else I would take is our digestive enzymes. And I would take this from the Evogen company, like where I have some of my pre-workouts. Oh, I haven't done a supplement video yet, but I have some of my pre-workouts are from there. But I've been seeing this all around TikTok a lot, and there's a guy I follow, and he said that he's been taking them even before they were like popular on TikTok. So I got them to try them out. They're brand new. They came in yesterday, or the day before yesterday actually. So I'm gonna do one of each. So this one I get from Amazon, the Yohanbite right here, fat burner. And then these I got on the TikTok shop. So 4 pills total. Oh no, where's my fat burner? Okay. And this is something, for the most part, you could chug it. With the rice one, they taste good. To be honest, like, I don't feel the need to chug it, but you don't like the way it tastes stuff. It's just something to chug. And all this stuff is really just for like digestion. I'm sure your stomach feel good after, so you don't feel. It helps you not feel bloated as well. At least I found it during summer when I was taking this. Like in the morning, like I would always wake up with like a flat stomach. I was cutting, but like my stomach, I didn't feel full, like super full. I didn't feel bloated throughout the day or anything. And I genuinely think that the glutamine and the greens powder definitely do help. And during that time, I was also taking the fiber. So I wasn't taking these. This is something new I'm taking. So hopefully I feel better with them, but I don't know, we'll see. So these 4 pills, let me fucking. And there, you're done. You're down just so. See, like, I don't know, like bad after that. It tastes good, but you don't like it. It's something. It's like with pre-workout. Some people don't like it with pre-workout taste or something. You don't have a good brand, you just fucking down that shit. So it don't taste nasty. But man, that's about all. Right after my food, then I'll do my first meal. Okay, actually, before I fucking dip out, I'll put the calories like somewhere where there's space right here, just so you guys see how many calories they have, and like the nutrient content. Like this one has 30 calories, right? So I could choose these, and this one has some calories too. It doesn't say on here, but I believe it's about 20 calories that this thing has, but I'll search it up just to make sure. So I'll put the calories, the macros right there up somewhere. Yeah, okay. So right now I'll film my next meal. All right, second meal is some ground beef and rice. 8 ounces of ground beef and 1/4 cup of rice, so 45 grams of rice. So that about me. I'll put the calories macros somewhere right here. And something about me is that I weigh all my food raw. So the rice, I weigh raw, my ground beef. Later on, you're gonna see chicken and ground turkey. All my meats and stuff, I weigh them raw, as the nutrition label is based off the food being like raw, not cooked. And that just works for me. For example, my ground beef, when I weighed it raw, it was 16.24 ounces, which is a little bit more than 8 ounces, but I don't really care about that, 0.24. And then when I cooked it right now, it came out to 10.30 ounces cooked. You know, that's 6 ounces of weight loss when I cooked it. So, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, what matters most is that you're consistent. If you weigh your food cooked, try to always weigh like that. If you weigh your food raw, try to always weigh like that. I cook for myself, so for me, weighing it raw is not a problem. But I know a lot of people, their parents help them cook, or they eat what their mom makes or whatever. So if weighing it cooked, it's easier for you, gonna help you be more consistent than weigh it cooked. Just search up the macros for your food cooked, and you should be fine. Another thing is, like, when you weigh your food cooked as well, some days you might cook it and you might cook it a little bit like drier, or like not cook as much. Like, I just find it that if you're able to cook it, if you're able to weigh it raw, it's a lot better. And yeah, again, pretty simple. I mean, I like keeping things simple. Rice is easy to make. Ground beef is easy to make. My other meals are chicken and ground turkey, easy to cook and stuff. Seasonings, I just use salt, lemon pepper, paprika, and garlic salt. Those 4 things is what I use to season all my things. I don't use no sausage or nothing, to be honest. I don't mind eating it plain. You guys want more flavor, that's where low calorie sauces come in. And yeah, anything else I gotta say? No, I don't. Oh, so right now I'm eating rice, right? It's the beginning of my cut. So right now I'm able to handle a little bit more calories. But as I get deeper into my cut, probably like the ending of February, I'm gonna switch to potatoes, because they have less calories and they keep me a little bit more full. But right now, it's okay to keep my calories a little bit higher. Yeah, alright, getting ready for the gym. And I thought I'd mention also what I eat before the gym. I just have my pre-workout meal, but on the way to the gym, or right, honestly, in the parking lot, I'll get a cereal bar. Right now, I have these are the Golden Grams. I tried a lot of them, Frosted Flakes, the Fruity Pebble ones, Lucky Charms, the Reese's Puff ones, the Captain Crunch, like all of them that you see. Like, you guys know about these? All the ones you see at the store, like I've tried all of them, and I honestly think these are the best ones in terms of taste and calories, macros, and stuff. So with these, they're 120 for 23 grams of carbs, I believe. Yeah, 23 grams of carbs and 12 sugars, which the 12 sugars are added sugars. So that's probably why they taste the best, because they have the most sugar. But before your workout, you want to have, carbs that digest quickly, which is why, for the most part, before my workout, I always eat rice, because it digests pretty quickly. And same thing with this. It's all carbs, all sugar. And in terms of calories and fats, like a lot of the other bars have like 110 calories, like 100, with only about 19 grams of carbs and like 4 to 5 grams of fat. So in terms of calories, this is the best one, and in my opinion, it tastes the best as well. And yeah, on my leg day, my full leg day, on Saturdays, I'm gonna be having 2, just because I need more energy. It's a harder workout. But every other day is only gonna be 1, and I'll put the calorie. I already kind of mentioned the calorie stuff, but I'll put it somewhere right here so you guys can see. And yeah, about go to the gym. Today I'm taking this Evo Gym pre-workout. And yeah, so you guys. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not gonna record my workout today, because I already have it posted. You know what? I'm gonna record for my Instagram and TikTok though, so you guys probably see that there. So back from the gym. I got back like 2 minutes ago. This is my next meal: some chicken rice. Basic, simple. It is 8 ounces of chicken and 1/4 cup of the rice. Or a little bit less than 8 ounces of chicken, I guess, when I weighed it. Again, every time I weigh it, all my food is weighed raw. It was 23.74 ounces. So that's going to be split into 3 days. And after it being cooked, it went all the way down to 54 ounces or something like that. Again, almost about a little bit more than 8 ounces of a drop after it being cooked. And chicken is something that holds a lot of water. So again, when you weighing your food cooked versus weighing it raw is different, and it's like completely different. But again, stick to something that you're gonna be consistent in. If you know weighing your food cooked is better for you, then do that. Weighing your food raw, you only cook for yourself. You know you're not gonna be giving food out to people. Then weigh raw. That's my opinion. I think it's a little bit better. But yeah, again, bland. Just fucking chicken and rice, no sauce, nothing. I don't really mind that. And water too. Water's important to drink. I drink about 1.5 gallons of water right now. I think last got I was drinking a little too much. I was drinking over 2 gallons of water or liquids a day with diet soda and stuff like that. Right now I'm just keeping it with water. Yeah, try to get 1.5 gallons for the day. And yeah, I'll film when I get to my next meal. Well, actually, before I get to my next meal, before I forget, I'll put the macros calories somewhere here. I forgot to say that. So yeah, be right there somewhere. And you guys see at the end of the day, my calories aren't super high, so there's gonna be a little room for some junk food. I got right there, look, some gancitos and some cookies. I'll talk a little bit more about that as when I get to my later meal. All right, some better lighting right here. I was watching the clips right now, and it's pretty dark. That's right. I'm tired already. I still got 2 meals left. This next meal, I mean, I don't know. You want to count it as a meal? Some people don't. I personally do because it's a protein shake. And just a fucking not a little plate, but a little bowl of fruit. Right here, look, I got all these proteins up here. There's some in the back too. I don't even can tell, but if I move this one, look in the back. There's some right there, some on this side. There, I got a lot of protein powders. You don't need that much. I got my pre-workouts back here, stuff like that. You don't need this much stuff, man. It's just I like having a variety. So there's gonna be 2 scoops of that and about 150 calories worth of fruit. But I'll film that all right now, right there in my in the table right now. So I'll see you guys right now. All right, so back here, I got my computer on in the back for a little bit more lighting, so for this good. But some strawberries, 2 little cuties, tangerines, whatever you want to call them, and some grapes. So 150, yes, like 150 to 153 calories to be exact of fruit right here. I weigh my food out, right? I fruit everything for the most part. I weigh it to make sure I'm getting the correct amount. And now for the protein shake. Right now I should be eating my ground turkey and rice. And normally I would want to have this before bed, or, something that can keep me full for a little bit, but then be able to fall asleep. And then, but I forgot I didn't make my ground turkey earlier. I have to cook it, so I'm eating this right now. I eat the ground turkey before bed. I don't really want to have a big heavy meal like that before bed, or a heavier meal, just because I don't want to go to sleep with like a full stomach like that. But it's alright. Nothing gonna happen if I do that a day for one day. I drink my protein shake with water. Before, I would never do that. I would always use milk like all the fucking time. But this past summer when I cut, I started doing it with water, and it's not bad. Like, if you have a good tasting protein powder, it's okay. But like those regular ones you see at Costco, like the Optimal Nutrition one, or the Combat one, or you should get protein powder that don't taste too good, then it is hard to drink it with water. If you get a good tasting one, then it's not too bad, man. Bro, I get about 8 ounces of water. No, it's normally 8 or 12, just depending on how I'm feeling. But I know I have another meal later, so I don't know, 8 ounces. And I'm doing 2 scoops of protein. These are basically like this, like right here. Right now I'm not weighing it, right? I'm in the beginning of my cut, so I don't really care about weighing it. But when I get deeper into my cut, and I need my calories to like be exact, then you best believe I'm gonna be weighing it to make sure I'm getting 34.1 grams and not more and not less. But for right now that, you know, I'm barely starting my cut, I'm a little relaxed, a little lenient with myself. That's okay. And these Helimix ones are pretty good, honestly. Like the bottle shapes. I have this one. I have one for my pre-workout, and then I have the Evo Gin shaker cup that came with some of the products I ordered. So I got those three. I had another one, another Helimix, but I don't have that one no more. Fucking someone kept that shit. So got this one right here. It shakes good. I mean, shake it hard for a little bit. There's nothing in there, right? Just the thing, and then I don't know the science behind it, but like there's like vortex while you're shaking that shit in there. Yeah, there's no powder in the cap, no powder at all, no chunk, no nothing. It tastes better when the water's cold. I got a fucking water bottle, so it tastes a little warm, but that's right. So yeah, this is my fourth meal. Again, as I mentioned right now in the previous clip, some people don't count it as a meal, but I do. 260 plus 150, about 410 calories, 50 grams of protein. The carbs, I got kind of search that up, but again, put the macros somewhere up here where there's space. And yeah, and to be completely honest with you guys, I really don't know how much I'm eating. When I edit this video and do the calculation, I'm gonna find out myself, and I'm gonna do this thing where I calculate it myself, like on hand, and then I'll put everything on MyFitnessPal. Just so you guys can see the difference, because at the end of the day, the macros end up being a little bit different. I don't know why, but that is the way it is. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next and final meal. Alright, so what's up on my last meal? It is currently 2 a.m. I was hoping by this time I would have showered already, and I would just eat my meal and then go to sleep, but that did not happen. I was doing so much stuff, man. I took some of my notes for my class. I wasn't doing research, but I was just kind of like going over the topic of what I learned in class and stuff like that. I'm a college student, you know how I have all my classes in person this time, so I really gotta make sure I study and be on top of that. So time did get wasted. And yeah, so guys, for my last meal, fucking ground beef and rice. I did not make my ground turkey, man. I did have the time. I think I took a little 20-minute break. It was like 20 minutes, because I made sure not to take too long of a break, but I didn't make it. So eating ground beef 2 times today, but tomorrow I'm gonna eat ground turkey 2 times. So tomorrow I won't even touch the ground beef, right? So please just imagine you did the ground turkey. When I put the calories right now, I'm gonna put it for ground turkey and rice, and not ground beef and rice. So yeah, the calories for ground turkey and rice. So at the end of the day, I end up, and I'm also having this gansito right here as my dessert. I'm gonna eat this, finish editing the video, shower, come back, eat this while I edit my workout video for my TikTok and Instagram, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Brush my teeth, wash my face stuff, and then go to sleep. Okay, so for the calories, including the gansito, I end up with 2,164. Out of those 2,164 calories, 213 grams are from carbs, 210 grams are for protein, and 48 grams are from fat. So without the gansito, I would be at 1,964. Right, but as I'm at the beginning of my cut, so my calories don't have to be super low. 2,164. I should, with all the steps, I'm gonna start doing cardio and everything, so the weight's gonna drop. But today's February 4th. By the ending of February, I don't see why I won't be at least like 167, 166, probably even a little bit less than that. So calories aren't too much of a problem right now. And yeah, so when you do the math, 1 gram of carb is 4 calories, 1 gram of protein 4 calories, and then 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. So when you do the math and everything, it really ends up being 2,124 calories, which is 852 calories from the carbs, 840 calories from the protein, and 432 calories from the fat. So labels are able to kind of lie a little bit. I don't know the percentage. I think it's 20% that labels are able to be wrong up to it, which is a fucking insane, right? So if you eat 2,000 calories, and let's say every label was 20% off, that's fucking 400 calories. So instead of eating 2,000, you're actually eating 2,400, which To me, that's just absurd, right? But I mean, I don't make the laws. Let's take this for example, the gansito, right? It's 200 calories on the thing, but when you do the math out, like do the grams of carbs, do the carbs, fat, and all that stuff, it ends up being 191, right? So they actually rounded up to 200, which I mean, it's good of them for doing, I guess. But for example, my pre-workout, the cereal bar, when you do the math for the carbs and stuff like that, it ends up actually being 128 calories, but they rounded it down to 120 just because they can't. They could have that little margin of error, and well, you can't get sued or nothing like that because they're not breaking the law or anything. So even if you think you're tracking everything like 100%, you're really not. There's always like a little bit of error. But as long as I think you're within like 100 calories to like maybe pushing it 200, you're gonna be okay. But try to be as correct as possible. At least when you're cutting, man. When you're cutting, obviously it matters more just because you want to make sure actually. That's why you're actually losing weight and stuff. That's why you see people online be like, "Oh, I'm eating fucking 1,300, 1,400 calories, doing all this cardio, blah blah blah, and I'm losing weight." Well, you're most likely not tracking correctly, and even if you are, you really aren't because you really can't. But yeah, man. That wraps up my day of eating. It's gonna look like this until I kind of see that I'm not dropping weight on the scale on a, I don't want to say day-to-day basis, but every couple of days if I'm not dropping weight, then I'll probably drop the calories. But again, a big thing, you don't want to just focus on the scale. You kind of want to focus on the way you're looking, in the mirror and stuff like that. I haven't made my video of cutting tips and stuff like that, so I'll talk about all this a little bit more when I do that. And that video will be posted on Friday because I plan on doing that Thursday night. Because Thursday is my rest day, so I'll upload that Friday, like cutting tips and stuff. And then on Sunday, I'll do my supplement video, or I'll do it backwards. On Sunday, I'll do my cutting tips, and on Thursday, I guess I'll do my fucking supplement tips. One of those two, right? So I'll talk more about all that. But yeah, man, that wraps up my day of eating. As I mentioned, once I get more serious in my cut, gansito will be taken out, so I'll lower it down to like 1964. And as I mentioned earlier, one of the clips that I get later into my cut, I'm going to be eating potatoes. So 3 meals of potatoes is 50 calories less each meal, so that's another 150 calorie drop, which ends up being about 350 calories per day. Per week, that's about 2,300 calories. So that's already like more than half a pound extra that I'll be losing just by cutting that stuff out. Hey man, hope you guys enjoy. Based off what I'm editing right now, this video is going to be about 23 minutes long. It should not have been that long, but it is. I just rambled on a little bit in some of the clips. But yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.